Hello and welcome to Health Fit, the healthy lifestyle show. Today we'll be changing directions of the show a little bit to talk about the skin you're in, literally. This episode is all about skincare. I am so excited to share amazing natural products with you in an interview with an experienced makeup artist and skincare guru. Then Mika will talk about the sun and its effect on the skin. Stick around because you won't want to miss this. Hey everyone, and welcome to the exercise segment for today, Pilates. I hope you're curious about this form of exercise because I know I always have been. Our guest instructor for today is Angela Ramos, an MTSU teacher for 20 years and a Pilates instructor for 16 years. Welcome, Angela. Thank you so much for being with us today.
And thank you for having me.
So, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and your experience in Pilates?
Sure. A little bit about myself. Of course, I teach here at MTSU, and my love is really dance. So I started dancing when I was 3, and I danced up until high school. And then when I came to MTSU, I took some classes in dance, then got my big girl job in finance. But I've always loved dance, and that's where I found Pilates.
Well, we love dance here at Health Fit as well. So what exactly is Pilates? Can you give me like a definition of it?
Sure. Pilates, developed by Joseph Pilates. Joseph Pilates, born in 1880 in Germany, died in 1960 in New York. He developed a method that he believed would help everyone with not only their daily activity, but with also exercise. He was a sickly child, and he worked his whole life to develop a method that is designed to really change your body for daily life experiences, actions, and even exercise. So it's designed to build strength, flexibility, stamina, endurance, and helps you to feel fierce.
Great, that sounds wonderful. So let's go ahead and see some examples of what Pilates is like.
Okay, so let's start with something simple, our feet in front. Pilates uses visual imagery as a way to connect the mind and the body. So I'd like for you to visualize the letter C, and we're going to incorporate that C shape into our spine. So we're going to take our hands under our legs, and we're going to lengthen through the spine and widen the elbows. So we're going to begin to breathe in and visualize the spine moving into a C shape. And then as you exhale, which is out through the mouth, you round down and create another C shape with the spine. So this is flexion and extension for the spine. So we breathe in, arching back, and try to focus on the C shape of the spine, and then you exhale and round forward. So you'll feel not only your abdominal muscles beginning to work, you also feel your back muscles. And if you want to feel more, you can pull up into the legs and you'll start to feel your arms. So the breathing is breathe in as you arch into the C shape, which feels really nice. And then exhale and pull the belly back and create a C shape. So let's try that one more time, and a great way to warm up. So breathing in as you arch back. And then we exhale out through the mouth as we round down. Another C shape is side body. So we think about the C shape now happening on the side. So you think about ribs and hips coming together, and we even use the arms. So we stretch the arm up, and then we exhale, and we think about ribs and hips connecting. Your face can go down, forward, or up. Breathe in as you start to reach up through the side body, and then you exhale and connect ribs and hips. So here you'll feel your obliques. Breathing in as you reach up. Good, I heard your breath. Exhale and side stretch. And breathe in, this is one of my favorites. Exhale.
Yeah, I can see why.
And C shape. So abs are working, side body's working, obliques, back body's working. Exhale. Let's do one more. Breathe in. So this is a nice way to really balance and warm up your whole side body, abdominals and back.
Yes.
So Pilates calls that your powerhouse, the band of muscles from ribs to gluteals.
Perfect.
So let's take it a step further. So let's scoot a little more forward on your mat, and we're gonna make that same C shape. So connecting your ribs and your hips, and you can hold on to your legs, or you can rest your arms down on the floor, and then you feel the spine rolling down. And here we wanna have neutral spine. So neutral spine means that your lower back, your lumbar spine is off of the floor. You physically could slide your hands underneath your lower back. Breathing is a huge part of the Pilates method, just like any holistic movement. So when we breathe, we try to breathe out through the side body. And then when we exhale, we include the core muscles by pulling up and in. So a good visual aid here is that you have a tight zipper and a tight button. So you're gonna hold that all the way in as we move. So let's press down through the arms. We're gonna bring our heels a little closer to our hips. This is called pelvic curl. So as you exhale, you pull the belly down, and now your lower back is flat on the floor. And then you push with your feet and you lift your hips up as high to the ceiling as you can. And now you're gonna feel everything from your waist to your knees. And then as you exhale, reverse that. So you're visualizing rolling through your spine like you would roll through a wheel. So we breathe in as we go up. So we go breathe in, rolling through the spine. And again, abs are working, gluteals are working, legs are working, hips are working. Exhale, and then roll back down through the spine. So let's try 2 more. So breathe in as you roll up. So again, this is great for everything from the rib cage down to the knees. Exhale and roll down. Let's do 1 more. Breathe in and roll up. And then you exhale as you slowly roll that back down. So this is very energizing to the nervous system when you do a type of back bend. So let's adjust the feet, and then we'll do a forward type of bend, which is very soothing to the nervous system. So this is called a chest lift. So same neutral spine in the lower back. We're gonna initiate by pulling through the fingertips. So the fingertips are gonna lift your chest, and then your eyes are gonna look at your belly, and you're trying to connect ribs and hips. So this is a hollow bowl shape. And then as you exhale, you roll all the way back down. Now this is slow and controlled, and it's a little like a crunch, but a little more intense. So pull through the fingers, roll up, look to the belly button, really pull through the fingers, and then exhale and roll down through the spine. If you're focusing, you'll feel your rectus abdominis working, your 6-pack muscles. Take a big deep breath in, exhale out through the mouth as you pull through the fingers and lift up, and then exhale and roll right back down. Let's do 1 more. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, pull through the fingers, and chest lift. So let's hold here, and I'll show you a very traditional Pilates exercise. This is designed to warm you up, and it's called the 100. So if you're working here, you'll feel the shake. So we're gonna pump our arms up and down. This is called the 100. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3. We do 100 of these. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a genius way to warm up the body. So we go, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe in, 2. We won't do 100 of these.
Oh, thank goodness.
Just a few more, just to give you an idea of what this feels like. So maybe about 1 more. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're gonna roll that down.
Wow.
Yeah, so what you should
does warm you up.
what you should feel is heat moving all through the body. So it's better than any other type of like jumping jacks to warm you up, and it's fairly simple. So let's keep moving.
Definitely.
So the 100 designed to warm you up. Let's do a pull the knees into the chest, rock and roll, and just come on up. This is called the roll down. The roll down is a foundational exercise for abdominal strength. We think about connecting the ribs and the hips together, like you're pulling them in and down, and we have 3 sets of those. Okay, so you can do it with legs extended. Might be a little more comfortable to bend the knees. So hands go under the legs, and then shoulders press down. So we breathe in to lengthen through the spine, and then as you exhale, think about connecting the dots, which are your ribs and your hips. And then you hold here, and we're gonna deepen that. So take a big deep breath in. This is where you'll feel the back muscles expand, and then exhale and pull a little deeper. So can you connect ribs and hips? 1 more, take a big deep breath in. Exhale, and you're pulling a little deeper back. Abdominal muscles are really firing here. And then we breathe in to lengthen through the spine and recover. Let's do 1 more. All right. Roll down. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, pull the belly back. Foundational strength for abdominals. Breathe in as you widen through the back. Exhale as you go deeper into this fold, ribs and hips together. And let's do one more. Breathe in. Exhale. Pilates works on awareness and attention. Breathe in as you lift up. And then exhale. And we'll just kind of rest a moment. Wow. So quite simple, you can see,
yes.
But very effective right away.
It is. It feels it is the exact places that you say it should, which is great.
Good.
And it's not a lot of movement, which is so interesting.
Yeah, I think so too. I always say that Pilates helps you to go from fluffy to fierce.
Ah.
Yeah, that's kind of my little slogan. At least that's how it makes me feel, and my students say the same.
Yes.
So let's balance that out. So we just did some predominantly abdominal work. So now let's flip it over and let's do some back work. So here, we're gonna stretch this out. So we can just come on down, and then we're gonna stretch our arms out. And this is called a full body stretch. Okay. And you can spider crawl your fingers away, and then take a big deep breath in. Now what's really cool about the back work for Pilates is we still have to use our core or our powerhouse, meaning abdominals. So commonly when you do anything where you lift your arms or your legs to the back, you let the belly go. So Pilates is different. So that same pulling up and in of the abdominals is what you want to do here. So almost like could you reach your hands to the belly and you can reach all the way through. So you're going to keep your abdominals lifted, and a way to engage the legs, you lift the kneecaps up as well. So thighs are working, abdominals are working, front body is working, but it's really the back that's going to work.
Yes.
Okay, so let's just try to hold that for a moment, breathing in without letting the belly go, without letting the knees go, and then exhale. If you need to spider crawl it out again, you can. The back will really stretch here. So one more full breath in, exhale, pull the abdominals up and in, think about that tight zipper. And this one's called chest lift. So we're gonna bring our arms by our sides. So we had a chest lift that strengthens abdominals. This chest lift strengthens the back. So keeping the abdominals lifted, you're gonna try to breathe in and let the chest lift upward. So you're not really using your arms. You might feel the head pull back, and then exhale. Keep the abdominals up if you can. Knees are up, and do it again. So breathe in, chest lifts. The lovely part of this is everything in the back body is working. Exhale. So lower part of the body, legs are working because the kneecaps are up. So again, this is called chest lifts. Breathe in as you lift up, and then you exhale as you lower down. So you really feel those muscles in the back, especially along the spine.
Yes.
Okay, so let's keep going. So let's push up to hands and knees. This is an exercise that you probably have seen a lot or done a lot. It's called single opposition. It can be done on the belly or it can be done on the hands and knees. So if someone has wrist issues or knee issues, they would do it on the belly. So this can be done with an arm only, or we can add arm and leg. So the idea of this, we trace an imaginary number 1 to stretch out, and then we breathe in as we lift the arm and the leg evenly. I've heard these called bird dogs. Exhale, and then you lower it back down. This is called single opposition lift. So our abdominals are pulled up and in. We stretch out like we're tracing a number 1, and then we breathe in. Options, you can always turn the thumb up or palms down, and then exhale and lower it down. What you don't want to move is your spine, so it's staying nice and still. So breathe in as you stretch out. If you want to look forward, you can start to a little more challenging, and then you exhale as you lower back down, pulling up and in. Last one, breathe in as you stretch out and up, and then exhale. So this is working in opposition. So right side and opposite left side are working.
Great.
Let's do one more. So let's stretch this back out, and these are called double lifts. So Pilates is so simple in nature. There's a single, meaning single lifts like we just did, and now double. So after every single is a double, here's your double. So doubles, we're still pulling our abs up, our kneecaps are up. So we might, as a beginner, try just to do both arms, but if your belly starts to push to the floor, you're doing that incorrectly, so you want to keep it in. Now let's try both legs. So we breathe and lift up both legs, and then exhale and lower it down. So beginners might want to do just arms or just legs.
Okay.
I know you're not a beginner, So we're going to try both of these.
Maybe.
You can do it, you can do it. So we're breathing in as we lift arms and legs. Hard part is keeping the abdominals pulling up too. And then exhale.
Yes, it is.
As you lower it down.
It is a challenge.
If I let my belly go, then I will be able to lift a lot higher. And that's not what you want. We want our abdominals working with our back muscles. Let's try 2 more. So we go breathe in as you start to lift up. Try to feel the belly pulling up and in. And then exhale and lower. 1 more. Breathe in and lift up. Exhale and lower down. One of the lovely things about Pilates is we never do more than 10 of each exercise.
Oh.
So you never feel overworked. Muscles are definitely not overused. And there's not a lot of soreness that's created.
That's great.
It's just all tight and working together. It's awesome.
And I particularly like that it seems to work the exact places that it needs to, such as your core and your spine, which are parts of the body that we use every day and that we need to in order to maintain our daily activities.
You're exactly right. A lot of people say that Joseph Pilates was about 60 years before his time. Today we talk a lot about functional fitness and core stability, and he's been talking about that for a long time.
Yes.
And dancers were some of the first people to covet his movement, and still dancers today use it as a way to keep a balanced body.
Perfect. Wow, Angela, thank you so much for being here with us today.
It's my pleasure.
And thank you guys so much for watching today and joining us, I hope. Please stay tuned because the Health Fit Kitchen is next.
Yum. Thanks.
Hey guys, today we're going to take a slightly different approach in our Health Fit Kitchen. Instead of exploring food, we'll be exploring different natural beauty products. Celeste Black is here with me, CEO, owner of Miriam B, a natural skin and hair product company. Celeste, tell me a little bit more about yourself and how you got started with this awesome company.
So, my name is Celeste Black. Name of the company is Miriam B because my name is actually Miriam Celeste Black, but was always just called Celeste. However, I am a stage 3B breast cancer survivor.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, and I'm still here, praise God.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. And so my cancer was hereditary.
Okay.
So I started doing a lot of research about different products and foods and things like that. Found out we get a lot of toxins in what we eat and our skincare products.
Yes.
So while I was going through all my chemos and surgeries on my downtime, I just started researching and studying, and voila, I came up with
this.
it was born.
Right,
you could say.
right.
Yeah.
And mind you, these are only, I'm seeing 5 products. How many total products do you actually have?
So I can say I have about 20, 25 products.
Wow, that's a lot of stuff. That is a lot of stuff. And it's all for hair and skin.
Yes.
Great, great. So tell me, you say natural and toxin-free. So what exactly does that mean? How do these products differentiate between what you can actually buy at the store, the general store?
Right. So they differentiate in that I use all natural products.
Okay.
Mainly organic, but
Okay.
not everything is organic, so I don't say organic.
Right.
And they're safe to use. So they're all natural butters and oils, and you can pronounce and know what every ingredient is
That's
that I
good.
use.
That's
so that's how it
good.
differentiates from a store product
Okay.
that you would purchase. Yes.
Great. Sounds awesome. So let's go ahead and get started with this first one we have
Okay.
here. As far as I can see, it is the Body Whip. So what exactly is the Body Whip?
So the Body Whip is a mixture of numerous butters and oils, probably like 20 different oils and butters that I mix it all together and then whip it up and then you put it on and your skin is glowing and soft and smooth. This was one of my first products. My first product was actually a natural deodorant. It actually works. It does work, and it comes with a detox.
It's aluminum free?
It's aluminum free, no aluminum, nothing, no baking soda, nothing like that. I use clays. And then my second product was the Body Whip.
Okay.
So the Body Whip is very soft and it smells very good. And along with each product, as you can see, so I just don't want to offer a product. I want to educate you about your product.
Of course.
So along with every product comes an education card.
Okay.
So it's been a long process for that. I was started selling the products, and then people would have a lot of questions, or maybe didn't feel like they knew how to use it right. So I felt it was up to me, if I'm gonna get you to use or inspire you to use the natural product, you need to know how it works. So I started making the education cards.
That is great. I actually, one of the things that we try to do on this show is really educate and tell people why we do the things that we do, not just do this because it's good for you.
Right.
So when would you say is the best time to use the body whip, and how do we use it?
So the best time to use it is when you get out of the shower.
Okay.
You may want to dry off just a little bit, but keep a few drops of moisture on you. Then put the body butter on, and it's going to mix right into your. It's going to melt. Right,
and I assume a little bit goes a long way.
A little bit. It's concentrated.
Yes.
So it's my products are not filled with fillers at all.
Good.
It's all butters and oils. No preservatives.
It sounds wonderful.
Yes.
So let's move on to the next one. This is an oil. So how is the oil different from the whip?
So the oil is different from the whip in that when I first started making the whip, I was just using coconut oil.
Okay.
And I found that in the summertime, it doesn't last very well.
Right.
It melts, right?
It melts.
So I started doing some research, found some harder butters, of course, that's how this works. But in the meantime, I wanted to have a product for my customers that they could still enjoy and get the same benefit.
Okay.
So that's how the oil was born from that. So you can use it the exact same way. You can mix them together and make your butter spread a little bit more.
Okay.
Just whatever your preference is.
Yes. And again, after a shower, while your skin's damp.
Yes. And with this, you'll see this has a nice glow to it.
Yes, I did notice that.
Yes, so I add a little sparkle to it because I believe when you use great ingredients, you get healthy skin, you get happy skin, and you get glowing skin. So I like to glow. If you can see, I'm all about the glow.
You do glow. I noticed that as soon as you came in, your skin was glowing. I love it. I love
all about the glow.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. So what about this guy? What's this? It says Rose-Kozakiewicz toner.
Rose-Kozakiewicz toner. Yes, I'm glad you saw that. So because I don't want to use preservatives, I don't use water in any of my products.
I see.
That saves me. So what I started doing is researching. So I researched a lot of different cultures, African culture, Asian culture, Hispanic, Indian culture, and found out the Japanese, they look so beautiful and young because they use a lot of rice, fermented rice. That's exactly what sake is, which has a lot of antioxidants in it for your skin.
And antioxidants are awesome.
Yes, so I put hibiscus and roses together.
Oh my gosh, I love hibiscus.
And with the sake. And I let it sit as well as some other yummy stuff in there. And you just spray it on, and you can use it as a primer. You use it to refresh your face, and the smell is amazing. So it actually gives you an uplift as well.
Okay, what if you're not, maybe if you're feeling dizzy or something, does it work to like freshen you up and maybe?
Yes.
Okay.
So it has a little peppermint to it.
Okay.
It's going to give you an uplift. Maybe you might get a little tinge of grapefruit that's going to give you an uplift, and then like a ginger lime that is really yummy.
That sounds really
it's amazing.
great. All right, and last but not least, let's check out these guys. So right here we have a turmeric soap.
Yes.
How does that work?
So again, I'm all about the glow. So studied some Indian culture. I'm all about having even skin tone. So I started researching that. You can get even skin tone, and then it actually gives, I don't know what I guess it's the orange color, makes everybody glow. So after using it like your first or second time, you're gonna notice a difference in your skin that fast.
And the coloring of the turmeric, does it color your skin?
It leaves it just a little tint.
Okay,
it doesn't color it.
Okay.
It gives it a little healthy glow.
Okay, again. Okay,
Yes.
very nice, very nice.
So this comes actually in the bar, and then it comes in a liquid cleanser.
Oh, okay, so this is a liquid cleanser.
Right,
Wow,
which
and
all
it's
my
for face.
cleansers do. This for face or body. You can use it all over your body.
And can you use it for makeup, to cleanse your face from makeup?
Absolutely. It's a deep cleanser. Yes, and then you're going to spray. So I have a skin routine, and again, I provide education cards. So I have a skin routine card. So you would choose the cleanser of your choice, whatever your skin type is. Then you spray your rose water on, and then I have a Yes I Glow moisturizing serum, and then you would dab a few dots of that on. Simple skin routine. That's it.
Beautiful. It sounds wonderful.
Yes.
I can't wait to try this stuff out.
Yes.
Tell me, do you also have products for men?
I do have products for men.
Look at that.
So
we haven't forgotten you.
Right. So we know the men are really starting to take care of themselves.
Yes,
a lot
they
more now.
should.
Yes. So I do have products for men. We want to make sure they take care of their beards, their hair, and they like to look good and smell good too.
You do, and we like it when you
Yes, we do. Absolutely.
That's for sure.
Yes.
I don't know a woman who doesn't like a man that smells good.
Yes.
Wonderful, awesome. Is there any other product that you would like to talk about that isn't here right now?
Well, I have, like I said, I have many products. So you can check out my website. It's miriamb.com. I have a plethora of different products. Anything you could probably think of for skin. I have scrubs, I have soaps. My newest soap actually is a massaging soap.
Okay.
And you can get it in coffee, you can get it in turmeric, whatever your flavor. Came out with the coffee, which everybody's excited about because it's almost bathing suit time.
Yes.
So it's great for cellulite.
There you go.
So
we say that word here, cellulite, because you know a lot of women don't like it. I mean, nobody likes it, and there is a way to get rid of it. So over here we have one solution you should try out.
Yes. So I have a scrub for it, and then you can use the massaging soap to get that out. It feels amazing too. So yeah.
That sounds amazing. Thank you, Celeste, so much for sharing this with us.
Yes. It was amazing.
And thank you guys so much for watching. You can shop for these products along with more at miriamb.com as mentioned. Stick around, Mika is next, and we'll continue to dive deeper into the topic of healthy skincare.
Hey guys, this is Active Updates with Mika Cherfan, and I'm here today to talk about the skin you're in and how best to protect it from the degrading effects of sunlight and age. Let's start with sunlight. Now, we learned last season that your body uses sunlight to naturally synthesize vitamin D, and without vitamin D, many important functions in your body get compromised. The other bright side to spending time in the sun is that you get to walk away with that beautiful bronze color that always is in high demand during the sunny season. Well, sometimes. We've probably all underestimated the power of the sun at some point and ended up with a blistering sunburn instead of a tan. But there are steps you can take to prevent this without losing sight of your summer glow. The trick is to wear sunscreen with about 30 SPF or higher anytime you're in the sun. Lower SPF will allow you to tan faster, but it poses a higher risk of sun damage. Typically, since the sun stays out all day, we should focus more on protecting ourselves than getting dark as quickly as possible. After all, about 1 in 5 Americans develop skin cancer in their lifetime. And although it doesn't seem as threatening as other cancers because skin abnormalities can be lasered or cut out, it can still spread if it's not detected and treated quickly. With that being said, you should always be on the lookout for new spots on your skin and old ones that could be changing. A monthly self-examination is a good way to keep yourself in check. Keep in mind that it can sometimes be difficult to check places like your back and your scalp, so don't be afraid to ask for help. After all, just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Early detection and prevention have been 2 of the most successful ways of keeping skin cancer under control. So remember to examine your skin and wear sunscreen during times of exposure. Even an SPF of 15 can cut your chances of getting skin cancer in half. In addition to preventing skin cancer, protecting your skin from excessive sunlight also keeps your skin looking younger. Now, we all know that aging is an inevitable stipulation of existence, and there's no controlling the rate of time that passes as we age. But there are things you can do to slow the effects that aging has on your skin. For example, by wearing sunscreen and refraining from cigarettes, you can slow down the breakdown of collagen and elastin, which keep your skin looking firm and supple. Having a nutritious diet also helps with maintaining your skin's youth, and another good tip is to exercise regularly, because it helps increase blood flow to your skin and keeps it nourished from the inside. In the end, taking these steps is worth the outcome of healthier, younger-looking skin. So thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Stay active.
Hey everyone! Our special guest today is a makeup artist who found her love for her art at a young age. She's very passionate about making people feel their best and is here to talk all about skincare health with us today. Let's welcome Morgan Rose-Kozakiewicz. Hey Morgan!
Hi Joanna.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well, how are you?
I'm good, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you.
So let's go ahead and get started with a little bit about you. So tell me about your background in makeup and how you got started.
Yeah, so Makeup's always been, I feel like, a part of me since I was at a young age. My mom was super into skincare, always got these fancy skincare products, and my cousin is an established makeup artist, so it's always like been in front of me, and I like knew I wanted to do something about it. I started off in fashion actually, and just started pursuing makeup, and didn't know I could like make a living out of it, which was even more helpful. So I don't know. And then like when I was younger too, for me, I always was insecure about my own flaws. And so now that I am a makeup artist, my biggest thing is to, whoever's my client, just make them feel their best self. And like when they leave me, just to like even feel more beautiful in their own skin. And
no, that's awesome. That's great. I thank you for doing what you do. So you mentioned that your mother would use fancy products and such. So tell me a little bit about quality of makeup. Would you recommend using something more pricey and higher quality versus something you can get at, say, like a general store that's a little bit at a lower price end? What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest question right now, is because everyone's into skincare right now and trying to figure out, can I afford this? Like, can I really put this into my routine? And at the end of the day, quality is the most important thing. I mean, our skin is our biggest organ, and I think people forget that. We exercise, we eat well, which is great, but our skin definitely needs care too, so why not have a routine? I think that there are some definite drugstore prices that are that skincare that like totally fine. I mean, you can make that work. I'm into finding vegan if I can, cruelty-free, and some of those are a little pricier. My motto is, if you can splurge where you can, especially on skincare. Actual makeup, I think you can be a little more lenient with, but what's going on your skin, I think, is really important, and quality is definitely important.
Yes. Okay, great. So tell me a little bit about aging of skin. When does our skin really start to age? And for example, what part of our skin starts to show those signs first?
Yeah. So aging actually starts to happen. You really can't notice it yet, but like mid-20s to late 20s, you really start seeing it in your 30s, especially if you're in the sun more, smoking, just not really taking care of your body, don't have a skin routine. You will start to show aging more. So yeah, I think, and in your face, definitely, and like your eyes, wrinkles around your eyes and everything like that, yeah.
So speaking of aging, can you tell me a little bit about tanning beds and how should we use tanning beds and how does that affect the aging of the skin?
Yes, everyone loves a tan, we all know that. You are supposed to get sun. It's, recommended that you get 10 minutes in the day of sun.
Only 10?
Yeah, without sunscreen, and then you have to put sunscreen on.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing. So tanning beds are a definite no for me. The rays in tanning beds are a lot higher than actual sun rays, and you're automatically, I mean, I've known girls that have started doing that since middle school and go once a week until they're 20 years old, and you can really tell that they're aging way more and quicker than anyone else I know.
Right.
And in general, sunscreen is just so important, and you can get spray tans, and I promise you, if you find a good, especially now that it's 2018, spray tans look really great, honestly.
Yeah, so that's a good alternative to...
Best alternative.
Great. Okay, tell me, you said something about routine for cleaning your face. So, personally, what's your routine?
So,
for example, if you go home right now before you go to bed, what are you going to do to get rid of your makeup?
First of all, I love going home and taking off my makeup and getting cozy. I mean, don't we all? So my routine is I go home, put my hair up, cleanse my face with whatever cleanser you have that is great for your skin. Usually I follow it with a toner or an actual micellar wipe or with a cotton pad, which is just like a cleansing water. Not super harsh if you have sensitive skin.
How is that different from the face wash?
Face wash, you're just kind of getting all your makeup, all the outer layers. I mean, our face is out in the air, which is sadly polluted. So we're getting a lot of things on our face that people don't really think about. So that's just taking off all the excess layers. And then after that step, toner or a cleansing wipe, that's kind of taking off if there's anything left on your face that you didn't catch while you're cleansing your face. Or if you have eyeliner on, mascara, you can take a little Q-tip and just go around there to be super sensitive. You don't want to be scrubbing your eyes terribly hard. And then I always follow it with a serum, so it's like a face oil, just super moisturizing, and then always follow with a moisturizer. Moisturizer is key to everything.
So how is the serum different from the moisturizer?
So the serum is just great because it's like way more absorbent than a moisturizer is, and there's different products in a serum than there is a moisturizer. And that's going directly in your skin after a toner. So you've just pretty much like wiped your face completely clean. So that's going directly into your skin.
Okay, interesting. And would you say that the same can be applied for men? I mean, what should men do about their skin?
Yes, men. Men definitely should have the same routine.
Okay.
Now, there's some products that are like just for men for sure, you know, but they can use the same moisturizer women do, and they should definitely be washing their face, but most men don't think, most men are like, oh, well, I'm not wearing makeup, but like I just said, our face is out in the world for sometimes 8 hours out of the day, and we're getting a lot on there, dirt that people don't even think about, and you definitely need to wash your face. Anybody does, and moisturize.
Yes, of course. So let's talk about face masks. There are so many of them. They confuse me all the time. I have no idea. Should I cleanse? Should I moisturize?
Yes.
Should I what should I do? So what's your opinion on the face masks that we are provided with in so many stores, even food stores nowadays?
They're a trend. They're a hot trend right now, and they actually are beneficial.
Charcoal, Dead Sea.
Yes. And like I said, no matter what you're getting, like research it. Don't just like be buying face masks if they're not meant for what you're going through at that time on your face. Like, and they're not meant to be used every day. I'd say if you do use face masks, like the sheet masks, once a week if you want, just like exfoliating once a week. But that's also just another thing that sometimes people just like to feel like they're pampering themselves, and it's all in a mask. So say you don't do your cleansing routine, and you just want to do that. Like, that's fine. And that's just once a week, and it just makes you feel like you have your life together for a minute, maybe.
Some cucumbers.
Yes. So I mean, they definitely are beneficial. I think some people just think that it's like this trend, and I'm like, no, they're great. It's just like, you know, years ago when actual mud masks, any mask, I mean.
And they work.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. So are there any stigmas you'd like to put an end to in regard to skincare?
I think that just the fact, like you said, I mean, men don't think that they should have a routine. I think that's wrong. And they're less likely to put they're less likely to put the time in, but it's needed. And I think the fact that people think, oh, if I have oily skin, I shouldn't be moisturizing, which is also false. No matter what kind of skin you have, you should be moisturizing. You just gotta research and find what moisturizer fits towards your skin type. And then just sunscreen. That is like the biggest thing that people like add it into your routine. Like put it on as your moisturizer. You can find a combo of both. And
even people with darker skin complexions?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody needs sunscreen.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. How strong should the sunscreen be?
So personally, I always do an SPF 30 or above.
Okay.
Yeah. Growing up, I'm not gonna lie, I used way less than that, and I've already damaged my skin at such a young age. So now I'm a little more prone to skin cancer and everything, and I've had to get moles removed. So for me, I'm not messing with it. I do SPF 30 or above. I actually wear 110, which is a little
Wow, that's up there.
Yes.
That's okay.
But yeah, I mean, I think anything below SPF 30, you're not really doing any help.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Such good information.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for your knowledge. You've really provided a lot to us, and I hope that it's a lot for you guys too. And also, if you're interested in getting in contact with Morgan, finding more about her business, you can contact her at.
So it's rose-artistry.com on a website, and there's my email on there that you can just contact me through that.
Awesome. And thank you guys so much for joining us today and giving us your time and attention. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook at The Health Fit Show. My name is Joanna, and we're Health Fit. Stay active.